good evening. Here we are. It is Cup Collection Day here on the European Tour, event number 2 in Göttingen, and we are only a few hours away from the winner. Quarterfinals, semi-final and final this evening to crown a winner. Welcome along. We are Online Darts, and it's been our pleasure to guide you through what has been an incredible European Tour over the last 3 days and 6 sessions as we hit it in. Welcome everyone. How are we doing? Chat room. It's going to be good. Hi Phil, how are we doing? Maxis is in. Raymond, I think Price will win tonight. Look, it's an incredible lineup. We have got Cameron Menzies taking on Mike De Decker. Rob Cross then faces Ryan. No, let's start again. We've got Cameron Menzies against Ryan Joyce. Gerwen Price against Michael van Gerwen. Ross Smith against Gary Anderson. And Nathan Aspinall against Luke Humphries. Who's ready? It's going to be a show. Packed crowd in Göttingen. The fans look as if they are ready to rock and roll. Who do I think will win? Look, I would love, for old time's sake, a Michael van Gerwen Gary Anderson final. Do I think it will happen? I'm not sure, but that's what I'd like to see. Phil here telling it, well done. Just getting the text ready on the screen as well. Mr. Brzezinski is on the stage. Right, let me update that text super quickly. There we go, that is updated. Good afternoon, Anthony. Pleasure to have you in, and look, let's run you through it again. Menzies against Joyce, good game. Gerwen Price against Michael van Gerwen, that completes the top half. Bottom half, Ross Smith against the Flying Scotsman Gary Anderson, and then in the last one it will be Nathan Aspinall against Luke Humphries. First to 6 in the quarterfinals, Raymond, then 7 in the semis, 8 in the final. Menzies coming down off that emotional roller coaster that he was on earlier. European Tour Order of Merit starting to take shape. Littler clear at the top, but obviously he won't add to that. So either Gerwen Price or Ross Smith can overtake him. Ryan Joyce can. There's a whole host of players that can go level with him. Relentless Ryan Joyce is about to walk on. So what is everyone up to this evening or this afternoon, wherever you may be in the world. Meant to say order of merit. Evening, Joe. Hope you are good. One of those will make the first semi-final. Yeah. Will Gary move up any more positions? Yeah, no, you can do. If he wins, he's going to hop up to at least 6th on the order of merit. Oh, Gary. We are ready to rock and roll. Just updating something a second. Multitasking. Do you think Menzies? It could be, yes. I'm not saying it's not, because it certainly could be. But the thing is, he's not doing it deliberately. That's just who he is and his makeup. But we are underway. Menzies has won the darts. Who wins the next one? It is a tough call. Menzies missed opportunity. Is Ryan Joyce going to step in? He's not, and Menzies come back and he pins it. Menzies needs to see 2 sports cards at the same time. Oh, look, he is an incredible talent. There's no taking it away from him. Evening, Greatest Showman. We are back and welcome along, everyone. Cup collection time. In a few hours' time, someone will have their hands on the trophy, the title, and the cash. Big visit here, and Menzies has got the Ryan Joyce under some early pressure. But can't find it. Despite the max in this leg, it's still as you were, and then Ryan Joyce fires in a wonderful 177. It's looking as if it's going to be one apiece. There was a brief glimmer of hope here for Menzies, but Ryan Joyce soon scuppered that opportunity. And look, Ryan, he's a great player. but it's just an awkward watch. Do you know what I mean? There's never any celebration or anything like that fans can get behind as well. And look, I appreciate, first of all, you have to be good at something, and he is that. But then you need to build a character, need to build a profile, and that's the bit that Ryan Joyce is lacking, I think. Your thoughts on the PDC? Should they allow women to compete? Do I think so? 100%. But I understand protecting your brand as well. But do I think that they should? Yes. But like I say, at the end of the day, they're protecting their brand, and I get it. Menzies finds a maximum from nowhere, and he needed it as well. Ryan Joyce was threatening, but Menzies can't convert, so Joyce is going to get a look at this 108. Oh, he's got lucky there that the 7 still leaves him and out. Treble 17 is the route. Can't hit. But Menzies is making hard work of this. Last start in hand, Cameron Menzies does lead. Scotland getting pumped. Are they? Are they playing Greece, aren't they? So, 3 legs, 3 holds, a throw. Phil, do you believe Sean Murphy hit a 9? Absolutely not. Having seen him throw darts up close, I think he's talking out of his bottom. I don't mind it. At the end of the day, any finish is personal preference. Look, there are some where you're playing percentages, and there are some the scenario I'm going to give you is if your opponent is not on a finish. Sorry, no, if your opponent is on a finish. If they're not on a finish, then you can kind of do what you want. But I see so many players now on 1-2-1 going 25 first, which I can't stand. Because if you miss the target, you're in a world of trouble and probably can't finish. Ryan Joyce is the better player here, but it's only 2-all. And is Cameron Menzies almost doing a James Wade here, where he's just going to be difficult to beat on throw? Menzies averaging 85 at the moment, Joyce 106. Gerwen Price or Van Gerwen on the form that we've seen today. Gerwen Price, but Gerwen Price this afternoon played better than Michael did, but today's a new session. That's the slip from Menzies. 22 opens the door for Ryan Joyce here. But he only hits 41. Chance not taken. But 2 trebleless visits from Menzies. Now Joyce is in control. 1-2-9. Joyce gets first look at it. Menzies down to 1-2-4. and the break of throw is finally there. Joyce is a tricky player. Menzies doesn't look right on stage. It's gone. Right now, Joyce is kind of running away with this. It is 4-2. Menzies only averaging 17. Joyce did used to use pair flights. He has swapped to kites recently, yeah. I'm not sure Joyce's actions to be fair, but yeah, look, he is one of those. Menzies, this is a must hold. Menzies gets there in the end. Double. It wasn't meant to be that way, but he is. How are we doing? Aaron, good to have you in. But even though Joyce has been the better player here, you just feel that Menzies may have a moment of magic in him to turn this one around. Remember, he does have the darts. It's only a break of throw. .140 finish for Menzies. It's not going to go, but if he can just leave tops and then hope Joyce misses. It's not the best setup though. But the 105 goes. That is clinical from Ryan Joyce. But it's looking as if Relentless is going to see this one out. Oh, we got a rare celebration from Ryan Joyce. We don't get them too often, do we? Cameraman knows, they give it a replay. It was that rare. But the writing does look on the wall. Joyce has taken the darts here. And you can't see Menzies running 3 legs on the spin. I know, we don't often get Ryan Joyce celebrations, do we? And that could be just about all she wrote, and it is. Ryan Joyce is a 6-3 winner over Cameron Menzies. Look, although Cammy's not played well there, overall it is a good weekend for Cameron Menzies. I think Joyce's fitness, it could be, yeah. Agreed. Oh, 100%. Look, Ryan Joyce played a lot better than Cameron Menzies did there. Oh, 100%. It's a fabulous run from Menzies, and look, he'll be disappointed that he's not added any points to it, but right now he is in the green for the European Tour, and overall on the main order of merit he continues to climb, where he's up to 39 in the world. He's only, he's only about 68 grand off of the top 32. Now that sounds a lot, but when you break it down, it's easily achievable with constant money on the European Tour and the Pro Tour. But I have to say, it is a blockbuster game coming next. did you say you picked Gerwen? I think that Gerwen Price played better this afternoon than MVG did, but MVG normally gets up for these kind of games. Right. Yeah, break is on, which means we are only a couple of minutes away from what could be an absolute belter. And we'll start with this. MVG. Heart versus head. Heart says Van Gerwen, head says Price. Follow your heart, Van Gerwen. Or something along those lines. What do you say in chat room? Who are you going for? Six for MVG coming up. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see. Can Price replicate what he did this afternoon? We need a Gezi alarm. Yeah, I think we'll make one for Gezi. Depends what MVG turns up. Agreed. On this year alone, safe money is on Price. Yeah, look, that's what I said. Price has played better, but we'll see. MVG evens for this. Good price. The Littler Armour is the best one, no question. I like the Ando one as well. Gerwen Price has won the ball for this. About 10 seconds till we get pictures back then, everyone. Quarter-final number 2 in Göttingen. And here we go, it's time to rock and roll once more on the European Tour. Price 6-4, MVG needs to up his doubling percentage if he's to progress. Again, just looking at the stats from the previous game, and it was Joyce who's absolutely bossed it. Joyce, the first man into the semi-finals, and now Filip Brzezinski Getting the players on. Gerwen Price will walk first. I want MVGs, but the black shirt was lovely. Here we go, a bit of Ice Price Baby. How long is the European Tour? Is it on Sky? No, so there's 14 events, Jamie, on the European Tour, spread between obviously now and I think the last one is beginning of October time. 14 events, and it is on PDC TV. As MVG is about to walk. Here we go then, Van Gerwen walking on, getting ready. Him and Price are always good games. A lot of mutual respect between the pair, both focused, steely-eyed. Here we go. Michael Van Gerwen, 37 Euro Tour titles. That is ridiculous. Then Gerwen Price has won 8 European Tours. Yeah, there's Joe. There has been certainly glimpses that Michael Smith is on the right path. Yes, I think there is. But how are we doing, Ron? Good to have you in. Price has the darts and we are ready to rock and roll. Sluggish start from both at the moment. You're busy here, so tomorrow and Tuesday we've got a couple of bits to film in here and catch up with some admin. Then off to Newcastle, then exhibition on Friday. Grab some more content for you guys, and then obviously we've got Pro Tour early next week as well. So, busy 7 days. Not the Craig David style though. Double 12 for Gerwen Price for a hold in the opening leg. But double 6 gets him out of jail. (1-0) to the Iceman. And then MVG kicks off with a max on his own darts. Born to Do It is a great album. Oh, I was about to say, hold on. I got excited when he went four deep. It's a sluggish opening leg from MVG, but he has awoken here. Could do with a treble though. Treble 18 comes to his rescue. Down to a finish. Gerwen Price cannot leave a finish. So 1-2-8 for MVG. Does not need to go the 18s route with Price not in striking distance. But the setup could have been better. Price can now apply pressure. Yep, quarterfinals is still first to 6. Then the semi-final goes up to 7, the final to 8. Price has applied pressure, but MVG pins. We are level at 1-1. Two quite dominating holes of throws to start with in this contest. This one's just simmering away nicely. Favourite albums of all time? Oh, I love music. During the break from this one, we'll do people's top 5 albums of all time then. Give you all the time to think. Again, brilliant from Gerwen Price. The 171 to leave double 11. MVG not on a finish. I'd expect Price to split this. Yeah, 6-8 for the Iceman. 2-1 Price leads. Right now, Gerwen Price is carrying on those huge numbers we saw from him this afternoon. He's averaging 115 right now, and already the MVG throw is under some pressure. Price has effectively stolen the darts here. Back-to-back 2 treble visits, 139, 140. MVG is under it. Is this the break of throw? What a leg from Gerwen Price. 42 after 9, potential 11 dart break of throw. And Michael, this leg is all over the place. 2 at tops. And in the blink of an eye, it's 3-1 to the Iceman. He's laying down a marker. He's averaging 122 right now. This is incredible. And shows no sign of stopping. Disaster here though, only 25-5, and he's got to bounce out. But then follows it with a max. What's the highest ever pro? Off the top of my head, it was Jose de Souza. I think it was de Souza. Was it 128 something? MVG is just lurking if Price misses. But he's not missing, it's another tongue topper. It's a 1:16 finish. It is 4-1 to the Iceman. This is sensational from the man from Markham. MBG needs to respond. Game being played at such a pace. It's great. Michael has 6 to stop this Gerwen Price blitz. Leaves 57. Price not on a finish for the first time in a while. But you think he will be after this. So 17 and tops for MVG. There's the 17. And misses 2 at tops. Gerwen Price 146. It's not going to go, but there would have been a moment where MVG was looking over his shoulder. Gerwen Price has not missed much in this game. And he has cut the gap. He needed that. The problem is Michael is going to have to find some way of breaking the Price throw. It's looked unlikely so far. Price leaves a bogey number, but he had to hit a max to do it. Favourite tonight? I hadn't looked, but I would guess the bookies would have had Luke Humphries as favourite, Price second favourite. All of a sudden, MBG has found a maximum of his own. Is it another tongue topper for Price? It's not. MVG has a chance here. And he's taken it. We are back on throw all of a sudden. The rare time Price has missed. There's still 16 points difference in the averages. But Price has kicked in again. The big fish awaits for MVG. The first one was in, he'd have fancied it. And we are level. Michael has turned it around. Remember, he did this against Humphries as well. Yeah, Littler's having a weekend off. Michael is making a charge here. Ooh, I tell you what, he's got the price under the cosh here. He really has. He's going to get a look at the 87. Price is down to a finish now. 20 and bull. Bullseye for MVG. He can't miss. From 4-1 down, it is 4 legs on the spin for MVG, and this is why you never ever count him out. Where and who clomb it? So Aaron, it was Rod Stud on Sky Sports labelled it the big fish, and it's stuck from there. Price doesn't know what's hitting. Price is still averaging 107 right now, by the way. It's not as if Price has dropped off. Michael has found something, like he did against Humphries on Thursday night in Cardiff. And this is what I said. That is he back yet? No, but we are seeing him trending in the right direction. And Price has hit a max just to remind Michael at 99. $6-4 to Michael Van Gerwen. Gerwen Price led 4-1. Price's average is stayed at 107. He has done nothing wrong. It's what Michael has done right in this game. Price will be gutted, but like I said, the two just sharing a nice little. These two actually get on well, and they just shared a nice little word on stage there. And this is what I wanted to question about MVG as well. That it was alright doing it on a Thursday night, but then he couldn't come here and flop. He had to back it up, and he's done that. The performance levels, okay, they're not electric, but they're consistent. Nearly a 98 average here, but it's what he's done when he had to do it. He will play relentless Ryan Joyce in the semi-finals. No, you've got to do it. I did the right things at the right times. What a game. What a performance. That was good. Very good. Gary Anderson has the darts as well. Oh, I tell you what, so pleased he is making a comeback. Yeah, look, the side. Look, I still don't like the action. I'll make no secret of that. But is he finding a way to work with it? Night at the Opera in excess. Oh yeah, we're going to do our people's top 5 albums of all time. Oh, this is a tricky one because mine changes. No, tell a lie. A couple of them changed. So, What's the Story, Morning Glory, and Definitely Maybe are 100% in my top 5. They don't change. They're in. Then, Michael Jackson, Thriller. I love Amy Winehouse, Back to Black. And The Miseducation of Lauryn Hill is an incredible album as well. But Back to Black and Miseducation of Lauryn Hill change depending on what mood I'm in. Right, let's... Also, the next train approaching platform 2 is the Flying Scotsman Band for Göttingen. Appetite for Destruction, Guns N' Roses. I'm not going to lie, Nico. Look, do I like a couple of Guns N' Roses songs? Yeah. And what would I say I was a fan? Could I listen to the whole album? No, sorry. Just hit a 180. Good stuff, Lisa. Well done. Congratulations. Right, 5 seconds till we get the pictures back. Smudger against Gary Anderson. Oh, favourite American bands. Ooh. So they're not everyone's cup of tea, but I love the Chili Peppers. No worries. At least, yeah, I love the Chili Peppers. Don't mind a bit of Green Day. I don't like all their stuff. I like some of it. Again, I like some Foo Fighters stuff, not all. Yeah, I like some Green Day. Tough call, Ron. I'd probably go Gary Just. Darts is way too boring. Always Littler, Humphries and MVG winning. I wouldn't go that far. My Chemical Romance. Okay. Blink 182. Again, I like some Linkin Park stuff, but not all. I was about to say, Rob, yeah. The El Clasico final is still on. With darts is the worst country in the world for darts. They get carried by the PDC so much with all these events. Look, there is some really good. Martin Schindler won a Pro Tour last week. Nico Springer. Mr. Bevins is on the stage. Favourite WWE theme songs: Cody Rhodes, Randy Orton. Yes, Ross Smith should never change from Red Light Spell Danger. What would be your dream pairs, Matt? So at the Winter Gardens, I would love to see prime Gary Anderson and Michael Van Gerwen playing against Luke Littler and Luke Humphries, or Taylor and Barney. And Anderson has the darts here, but Ross Smith has been playing beautifully as well. Ross Smith has effectively taken the darts early in this one. Pops in a cheeky little max to get the crowd on their feet. 2 loops for Adrian and Phil. Good game, I like that. Prime Lewis and Littler, yeah, that's a great little... There's so many good combos, isn't there? We can fully get behind them. But Ross Smith, down to a finish, but he would have liked to have been lower. Gary can apply pressure here, and does. He's down to 88, so 160 for Smith for a break in the opening leg. It's on, needs another. Tops. Come low. So Gary Anderson, 88 to hold. Ross Smith has had a dart to break the Anderson throw. And Anderson has made a mess of it. Can he recover? Of course he can. The first dart was horrific. But treble 17, double 16 gets the Flying Scotsman out of jail. Anderson, one of my favourite players. Yeah, look, when he's on, it's a joy to watch. Pro Tour next Monday, the 31st. Ross Smith in control of this leg on his own throw. At the moment, Ross Smith is massively outscoring Gary Anderson. But that visit just opens the door if Anderson can score. Could do with another treble and finds one. He's back in the leg, but it's still advantage to Smudger. He has the darts. Gary Anderson coming out to the old Roddy Piper theme. I could get behind that. Smith for the win. Oh, look. He's playing well, but he still needs to break the Gary Anderson throw at some point. Treble 17 needed for Smith. Bullseye. Boom! There we have it. 1-2-1. And we are level. Pop, pop, pop finish for Smudger. Yeah, only a few weeks ago from opening my own darts venue for academies and vaults ECT. Superb, Ron. Whereabouts in the country? Instead of Target doing Phil versus Littler, why don't they do something like Phil and Littler versus Lewis and Barney? I like that. West Midlands cool. At the moment, Ross Smith is playing much better than Gary Anderson. The scoring is on point from Smudger. He has the Gary Anderson darts under all kinds of pressure. He has done from moment one. But then, of course, Gary finds a max, doesn't leave a finish. So Ross Smith still has the advantage with a big visit. Could do with another treble. And finds one, down to 137. But Gary Anderson leaves 46. Treble 19, tops. That was the way Smudger tried to go, but can't find a treble first dart. So now we'll just look to set this up. Leaves tops. Gary Anderson looking for tops. Tens. Miss. In leg one, he got out of jail. In leg three, he's missed. Smith to lead. But he's gone round the houses and can't find a double. The scoring was so good from Ross Smith. The doubling was dog and duck. But Gary Anderson has done the same. Can't find 10s and comes inside 5s. One double. Oh, and then Ross Smith's missed a big number. That's an absolute disaster for Ross Smith. Don't miss the big number. But neither player can buy a double at the moment. The averages are tumbling. Now it's double 2 for Smith. And he ends up in the madhouse. What is happening here? Madness. Madness, I tell you. And they're both in the madhouse now. I've lost count of how many doubles that we've missed. And Ross Smith finally pins the madhouse. It's the dog and duck against the King's Head. Good evening, Darryl. Hope you are good. And look, Ross Smith has broken. That leg became a bit of a cluster. To be fair, that they're both on stage laughing about it. In that leg between them, they missed 16 darts as a double. 16 as a double between them. What's going on? Yeah, Ross Smith is back on red light spells danger, thank God. They both found their scoring boots again, but it's going to be hard for them to sort the averages out. Because that leg was shocking. Horrific. That's better from Ross Smith. Premier League on Thursday in Newcastle, buddy. Ross Smith looks as if he's playing with confidence again. There was a point last year where he wasn't. Remember everyone, if you haven't yet, make sure you drop us a like and subscribe here at Online Darts. Nice to have you back. Ross Smith just doing enough at the moment. He's got that all-important break. And now he won't let it go. Because he's still in the top 16 of the Pro Tour Order of Merit. Remember, Anderson is only a break behind. Gary Anderson, 222 points away from holding here. And he casually fires in a max to leave 42. Doesn't pin double 16 at this time of asking, but will return. Ross Smith not on a finish here. For me, it's always the match play. I love the wild match play. Wasn't a fan of the heel turn. I get it, but not a fan. Gary Anderson back within one. Now, can he find something on the Ross Smith darts, or is Smudger going to keep him at bay? Couple of Ross Smith darts, just it's almost as if he's releasing late because they're going in at a really steep angle, some of them. But when he gets it right like that, it's a maximum. Gary not at the races in this leg. Ross Smith looking as if he is going to go one away from victory. Who's the referee? I'm not sure, to be fair on. Do you think Max Hart will keep his tour card? He's started okay. Needs to improve, but I think it's nice to see Max back on tour. He's got a lot of work to do. Ross Smith is one away from victory. Gary Anderson is going to have to win 3 legs on the spin. The one good thing is that it's only one break. 2 of them are on his throw. So he's only got to find one break of throw in this. But I have to say, the Ross Smith throw has been hard to break. Smudger is playing brilliantly, on his own darts especially. And the averages are a little bit misleading here because they've been skewed by that one horrific leg where there was 16 darts missed at a double between them. Overall, the pair have played better than what these averages suggest. I think that's a fair one. Luke Aspinall predictions. I think Luke wins. But Gary, he's doing the first bit he needs to here. But then it's all going to be on this Ross Smith leg. 2 at tops, only needs the one, back to within 1. Ross Smith, this is your moment. You have the darts. Can you serve this one to its conclusion? He's been tough to beat on throw and kicks off with a 140. Gary Anderson is up against it. Not out of it just yet though. Only a 60 for Ross Smith. You feel that Gary needs 2 treble visits from here on in. There's one of them. It's not a chance yet. It's still not a chance. Big last start there from Ross Smith. The treble gets him down to 201. Gary Anderson needs a 140 or better. He finds a maximum. Anderson will get the chance to break back. He's left 81 after 9. But Ross Smith leaves 67. This is in the mixer. Treble 19, double 12. Double 12. Gary Anderson has broken in 11. We said that Ross Smith had been sensational on throw. Gary Anderson has found a leg when he needed it. There are still moments of absolute magic from Gary Anderson. But Ross Smith is not done. He kicks off 140 on the Anderson darts. And then Anderson finds a max. It's like a fine wine. Two, 2, 4 and 6 for Gary Anderson will be the recipe. The last 2 legs from Ando have been sensational. Ross Smith has done nothing wrong. And look, from 5-3 up, people will say Ross Smith has lost this game. No. Gary Anderson has won this game. Ross Smith has done nothing wrong here. Gary Anderson leaves tops with Ross Smith not on a finish. But now there's pressure. Ross Smith leaves double 18, but Gary Anderson, as cool as you like, pins tops with his first dart. Those last 2 legs in particular were sensational from Gary Anderson. decent. Gary signing a couple of bits for some fans. Disappointing, we've had no Gezi Instagram yet. Signal must be poor in Göttingen. Realistically, how many more years do you think Anderson will play in the PDC? Look, it all depends on Gary. Could Gary play for another 5 or 6 years if he wanted to, with the ability he's got? 100%. Do I think he wants to play for another 5 or 6 years? I'm not sure. But look, if he were to win another world title, could I see him retiring? Yes, I genuinely could. But next, it is Nathan Aspinall against Luke Humphries. Do I feel a chill in the air? I clicked the wrong one. Just thought I'd let it play for the sake of it. We haven't had it this weekend, so I thought, why not? we haven't had it this weekend. Let's. Good evening, Sam. Hope we are good. Sort of tease you, you know. Nathan Aspinall has won the ball against Humphries. So, score predictions then, everyone. Cool hand against the Asp. Luke the hand. 6-4 cool hand. Do you miss the nuke? Always miss the nuke. About 15 seconds to go. Gary Anderson into the semi-final. He will play either Humphries or Aspinall. What does that do, first of all, to the overall order of merit? Gary Anderson is up to 15th in the world, overtakes Josh Rock. If Anderson was to win the event, he would jump Peter Wright and go to 13th in the world. Despite the quarter-final, net going price falls to 12. Aspinall and Wade. James Wade back up into the top 10. Aspinall back to 11th. In terms of the race for the European Championships, Gary Anderson and Michael van Gerwen currently 7th on 8.5. But Mr. Brzezinski is on stage, ready to get the players on. I need to change the game on screen. There we go. All right, Mr. Brightside is on the way. My prediction is Luke Humphries will beat Gary Anderson to flying. Look, Luke will be favourite. If Luke beats Nathan, yeah, I agree. Luke will be favourite to beat Gary. Agreed. Could be huge for Anderson considering he's not on the next 2 Euro Tours. Dare I say it? Is he not doing number 4 either, Mark? I know he's not at number 3. Which is Risa, which is a ball ache to get to, yes. I'm in love with Greavesy. Fez. And now it's time to predict a riot as the world number 1 heads down for the quarterfinal, the last of the quarterfinals. Not on the list for 4, which is Munich. Yeah, that will probably be because, look, Munich's not a nightmare to get to, but because of the bank holiday in Germany, Munich is always Saturday, Sunday, Monday instead of Friday, Saturday, Sunday. The score here, I'm going 6-4 to Luke Humphries. I haven't got the stats in front of me, but what was the cut-off for the Euro Tour last year? Because Gary won, was it ET2 or whatever it was last year, and then went, nah, I'm done, I'm there. Yeah, 100%. Wade's done well to sneak into the top 10 again. Yeah, 100%. James is playing well. Nathan Aspinall has won the opener. Wish Gary would play more, because I think when he does, yeah, I agree that his dips in form come when he's not playing. Been a bright start from Nathan Aspinall, and he's got the Humphries darts under some pressure here. .91 after 9 for the Asp. So 91 for an early break. Is he aggressive or conservative? He went aggressive. Tees up tops if he gets a go. One dart for Humphries at tops. Misses. .2-0 Nathan Aspinall. Cool hand. It's under a bit of pressure here. Because Aspinall is flying. He's averaging 107 right now. Cool hand needs to respond. But Aspinall down to a finish first. Again, this is on his darts. .129 for Aspinall. 3-0. He'd be halfway to the semi-finals. .129's always tricky. You're almost better off hitting the single number first, because if you hit a treble, you then have to hit a second treble. Where if you hit the single, you only need then treble for ball. Yeah, I agree, Ron. I think they're too chummy sometimes. Both missing doubles. Humphries had his chance, didn't take. Oh, I'm guessing by that reaction from Luke Humphries, someone whistled. He's just given the sarcastic thumbs up. Cool Hand needs to start motoring. Remember, he trailed Michael Smith and found a way, but Aspinall's playing better than Smith was at the time. He is making a game of this. $111 for Luke. Set up, it's okay, could have been better, but Aspinall 160 for 4-0. Raducanu is playing in an hour. She's a tough match. American in Miami. Fairs. Right, Luke Humphries, this 52 has to go. And it does. 3-1. Cool Hand has something to build on. But Aspinall fires with a max. Only a ton for Humphries. Luke doesn't look comfortable on stage at the moment. Hold on, everyone. Hold on. Stand to attention. Oh, we got excited. What was your biggest? I've checked out 170 twice, once practicing and once in a proper game. By accident, they all count. Does Gary get the winner of this one? Yeah, he does. Aspinall is flying. Absolutely flying right now. This is the best version of Nathan Aspinall we've seen for a long time. Confidence is sky high. I'm not going to lie, I would love the El Clasico final. Aspinall has effectively stolen the darts here. Aspinall's just gone full chizzy. El Dartico. $56 for Dreamland for Aspinall. This is impressive from the Asp. The average is nearly 108. The world number one would have to run off 5 straight legs. Is he capable of that? Yes. Is he capable of doing that with a man averaging nearly 108? Probably not. If you're averaging those kind of numbers, you are going to get a dart at some point. Yeah, Ash playing very well. What are my plans for tomorrow? I've got some admin to catch up on, some other bits to do as well. That is a stunning performance from Nathan Aspinall. He has beaten Luke Humphries 6-1 with an average of 106.72. That is exquisite. You can see what it means to him as well. He knows that was a good performance. That was a little bit good. Humphries departs. Aspinall marches on for a date with Gary Anderson. To be fair, don't write off Ryan Joyce. Ryan Joyce has been a menace today. But MBG has won the ball in the back room. I haven't put the cameras on again, 2 seconds. Let me put the cameras on. Let me see, where are we? Do your trainers on. Right, that's that one. I had to switch the cameras on because I forgot. But we'll have a little chuck in between. Stuck. Picked up the old MODUS again as well. Feels weird throwing with a small point though, I have to say. So those cows on everything. 92. I think Cal will have a good year. Comes out now and funny. Good job we're getting some pictures back. That just feels. Yeah. Let's go. Let's go lefty. Aspinall's first 9 average was 127. That is exquisite. Oh, putting him left-handed now. Alright, 3 more, and then we'll go. Right, there we go. Right, let's get. The green machine. There we go. Are we getting a little Cody? Not sure. Right, that was enough of me looking shit on the board, but we go again. MVG walking on. I like the fact that there's no stopping, there's no autographs. It is business head on for Van Gerwen. Pro Tour next Monday, Brad. Yeah, look, I'm teaching myself to play left-handed, Simon. It's still, it's not there yet. I'm trying to master it. Fizzy pop into you. I want to see Phil play on a Thursday night. Don't think I'm ever going to get to that standard. Do you grip the same? No, Rob. No. Right, here we go. We are underway. Remember, MVG produced a brilliant comeback to beat Gerwen Price, but he is going to have to be on it here. Ryan Joyce has played lovely today. Oh. Joyce is just doing enough here. He's got the MVG darts under pressure early. Remember, an extra leg, race to 7 now. So, a little bit of time. Is it unacceptable? And don't hate me, chat room. Is it acceptable that I don't have Pele in my top 5 of all time? $158 for MVG. Joyce is sat on 88. Sorry, Chris, he's not in my top 5. Joyce has missed. Is it an early lifeline for MVG? Needs double 12. And it doesn't go. 3 in hand. And he's missed. It is 1-0 to Ryan Joyce. He has broken. Top 5 players should. I get if it's only players that I've visibly seen. Look, I have Maradona in my all-time list. Maradona 1. Ronaldo 2, Messi 3, Zidane 4, Ronaldinho 5. MVG seems to have woken up. He is pressuring here. There was a mini period where Ronaldinho was just. No, I had Messi at 3, Rob. Double 16 for MVG to break straight back. And it goes, we have a level game, 1-1. Yeah, no, I had Messi at 3. Maradona 1, CR7 2, Messi 3, Zidane 4, Ronaldinho 5. Eusebio again. Why isn't Crouchy in the top 5? But look, lists are so subjective. MVG has woken up. Ryan Joyce not at the level we saw earlier. Greatest defender of all time. Oh. There's a few. Nesta, Cannavaro, Maldini, and look, are in there. Controversially, Sergio Ramos is right up there for me. MVG is starting to mount some pressure here, but Joyce responds. Slack visit. Ryan Joyce looking like he's on course to level this at 2-2. We said Joyce could be an awkward customer for Van Gogh in here. Most overrated, Pogba and Neymar are right up there. Is the 1-2-1 going to go for Ryan Joyce? It is. It's a fabulous finish from Relentless. Two all. It'll be interesting to see Ryan Joyce's stamina levels the longer the evening goes on. But he's playing well here. He's upped his levels the last leg and a bit, and he is now banging this contest. Michael is going to have to work hard for this. It's down to a manageable 116. MVG, a tricky 139 is not going to go. Leaves tops. If he comes back, there is no certainty. There is now. So tops for MVG to lead 3-2 once more. Tens. Oh, this is getting desperate. And MVG has missed 3 clear in hand once more. Double 18 for Ryan Joyce, and he leads. He's broken Van Gerwen once more. The awkward, the tricky customer that is Ryan Joyce. Just has he started shocking penalty? Like we said, there's no doubting that Ryan Joyce is an incredible player, but he just doesn't give you anything, does he? There's no character, there's no personality there. And again, in sport these days, you need more than just being good. You need to make fans want to see you, make fans believe in you. And look, we've seen Damo do it. He's created a character, a persona. Snakebite did the same. He created Snakebite. The setup was brilliant from Van Gerwen. Tops to break straight back. We have a level game once more. But look, Stephen Bunting did the same. You've created a persona and a character that people get invested in, and that identity. Van Gerwen struggling on his own throw, goes off trebleless, and Ryan Joyce fires in a max. We're approaching the halfway point in this game. It's alright making mistakes early on when you've got a bit of time, but time is beginning to run out. Still think Van Gerwen. Bunting's character is that he has David Guetta's walk-on song, hardly rocket science. Joyce leaves a bogey number. Could that be a mistake? Maybe not, because Van Gerwen's not punished. He's down to a finish, but big 140 from Ryan Joyce. Pressure on Van Gerwen once more. Treble 18 doesn't go. So now he's relying on Joyce missing once more. Double sevens right next to his favourite. I was about to say, him going inside isn't an issue because double seven is right next to his beloved double 16. I would have said Michael, but he's in trouble now. If you're creating an 8-man Premier League purely on watchable player, or just in talking about brands and so on, look, you'd have you'd have Littler, you'd have MVG, you'd have Peter Wright, and then you are going into your Buntings, your Hetters, people that have captured brands and so on. I was talking about current, but yeah. Least watchable is a little bit of a disservice because they're obviously good players, but they don't give you much. And look, Ryan Joyce is one of them. He's won on the Pro Tour. He's leading a European Tour semi-final here. Ryan Joyce has ability, but does he offer you anything? No. Yeah, Wayne Marlowe's a prime example. Look, if we're just talking about sporting ability, Ryan Joyce is right up there, but there's no personality, there's nothing that goes with it. MVG looking at 68 to break once more. Double 16 goes inside. So 167 for Ryan Joyce. We've seen this today. I think it was Ross Smith. It's on. It's on. Oh my. That would have been incredible from Joyce. But this is the MVG Achilles heel. This is what I'm talking about. He's now missed 4 to level. We know the MO from Joyce. It'll be big 9, double 8. Thank you very much. Wow. I didn't see that coming. Michael has now missed 7 to break back. This is a disaster. Joyce doesn't miss double 8 again. Yeah. Yeah, again, Cullen is a great fit for that. Michael van Gerwen is now in a world of trouble. In a race to 7, Ryan Joyce is only 2 away. His doubling's been good all day though, Daly. That leg was horrific. Luke Humphries has been an incredible ambassador for the sport and will continue to be, I agree. I say, Chris, I know that obviously that Ryan's a North East lad, but let's be fair, if he was world champion and world number 1, he's one of those players I'm still not convinced they'd pick for the Premier League. MVG finally holds. It's just one of those ones. Look, obviously they would, but do you know what I mean? It's that running. There was a player once that was mentioned that if he made the top 4 in the world, the rules would be changed. to be fair, there was another one as well. It wasn't just pipe. There was another one. MVG needs to apply pressure. I'm not. I won't say live on air. Look, most people guessed pipe, but the other one I'm not going to say. He's going to get a dart, double 16. Sorry, double 18. Miscount from me. Ryan Joyce is one away. MVG will have to win 3 straight. Ryan Joyce is piling the pressure on. Is he about to go to the final? .92 is going to have to go for Michael. And he keeps this one alive. But this is the leg. It's looking as if this is all she wrote. Ryan Joyce starts off with a 2 treble visit and backs it up. That's not enough. Ryan Joyce has 6 darts to win this from 170. Leaves 89. MVG. Oh, bullseye. Wow, that's brutal from Ryan Joyce. The first dart is nothing short of woeful, but he's recovered with ball double 16. Ryan Joyce is into the final. Look, again, Michael's been poor, but still averaged 98. And this is what I mean. This is what I go back to. Ryan Joyce is into a Euro Tour final, and there's no emotion. That there's nothing from him. It's just like, thank you. And look, that's not what sport's about these days. Look, being a great player is not enough anymore. Ryan Joyce has played lovely. He's into a Euro Tour final, and I want to see something. I want to see something more. What do you reckon, Phil? Anderson away 2 characters. Certainly Anderson. Yeah, he's of that age now where he doesn't care and he will do what he wants. Look, when the players are asked to do extra media on days off and stuff like that, Gary's like, nah, I'm not doing it. Ron, I'm not saying because he still plays. But semi-final number 2, Gary Anderson against Nathan Aspinall. Goldfinger. No, but look, Andrew Gilding won the UK Open and was never in Premier League contention, let's be fair. The same as Danny Noppert. There's a pattern, and this goes what we're saying about Ryan Joyce. You've got a cluster of players that have won TV tournaments. Ryan Joyce has won on the Pro Tour, and now he's into a Euro Tour final. Goldfinger, Noppert in the same bracket. They tick one box of being a great player and winning something. But that list of other boxes, they don't tick. It's not even the wrong part of the year, Rob. It's just that they're boring. And look, boring is okay if that's what you want to be. But if you want to be a star and go to the next level and get invited to all these tournaments, boring is not an option. No, I agree that it doesn't help. But if you win a tournament earlier on in the year, then you've got to stick your chest out. You've got to beat your chest for the rest of the year saying, I'm good. I've won this. Do you know what I mean? I'm going to make my nickname Mr. Boring. My favourite British sitcom, number 1, Only Fools, number 2, Gavin and Stacey. Controversial call. Hybrax was picked for the 25 Premier League because he jumped about the stage and give it some. Yeah, look, I'm not disagreeing, Chris. But again, he made himself watchable. Made people talk about him. Ronnie Pickering. Look, MBG has completely outscored Ryan Joyce in the scoring department, but it's the doubles 50% for Ryan Joyce, only 25 for MVG. That was his downfall. Anyway, get your tickets ready, please. The inspector is coming round. Oh, I agree, Joe. Look, players are too nice in general. Gary Anderson on his way down to the stage. Nathan Aspinall. So, Aspinall has the darts. How are we doing? Jar, good to have you in. Do we have our own version of Phil Collins? To be fair, I watched Buster the other day. Such a good film. So underrated. Yeah, look, Lorraine, I 100% agree. Look, sport is all about personality these days. Look, like I keep saying, being good at something is only part of it. Aspinall has the darts. Ryan Joyce awaits in the final for either Nathan Aspinall or Gary Anderson. Chat room, welcome along one and all. The second semi-final is here. If you haven't yet, make sure you drop us a like and subscribe to the channel. We massively appreciate all the support. Ryan Joyce won 7-5, Del Boy. He's a lovely human being, Jar. Remember, Aspinall was sensational in beating Luke Humphries. Can he do it again? He starts with a max. Is this the time? Remember, Nathan has won TV titles, but he is missing a Euro Tour title. Is it time he wins on the greatest tour of them all? It is great that Liam Mandel-Lawson doesn't qualify for these, because I'd like to go home at a sensible time. Unfortunately, Jar, I think he was washing his hair. 41 for Aspinall for first blood for an 11 dart leg. It's an 11 darter to kick us off. Stunning from Aspinall. He's continuing this form from the quarterfinals where he dismantled Luke Humphries with a brilliant performance. But Gary Anderson is in the groove here as well. Maximum for the Flying Scotsman. $161 for Anderson. A maximum for Nathan would be quite handy. Get him down to 121. Oh, hello. Maximum. No treble. Nathan, chance for 2-0 here. He'll start upstairs, or should start upstairs. Treble 17 leaves the bullseye. Not going to go, so Anderson will get a look at the 1-2-2. So 102. Trouble 14 leaves tops. Dart missed. The Asp 64 to double his advantage and a break of throw. 16's corridor. It's going to get 2 at double 8. Could that be costly? Aspinall has missed a couple of darts to break Gary Anderson, and Anderson pops tops. Little Cosmo, cool. It is 1-1. Aspinall missed a chance early. Everyone, just calm down. Just calm down, everyone. We're not getting excited yet. We're not getting excited yet. Nothing to see here. Nothing to see. Anderson survived a couple of darts to be broken. Now he's got the Aspinall throw under pressure. 82 for the Flying Scotsman. Doesn't go, and he leaves himself a tricky double 2. Are we destined never to see the MVG rivalry again? I still believe we will see it a few more times. That may be more of hope than expectation. Two 1 Anderson leads. I always believe Gary Anderson purring along, averaging 107 right now. All of a sudden, this is vintage Gary Anderson. How many games do you... I still think Bunting will win 2 or 3. If you believe... That's it, Jar. That's it. If you believe in something enough, it will happen. You know. You know how it works. Remember, only fairy tales happen in sport. It's showing for me on the top of the screen. 3-1 Gary Anderson. I haven't changed anything, Ron. Should still be there. Aspinall's averaging 98. He's not doing anything wrong. It's the brilliance of Anderson. He has awoken from the slumber. Yes, Jar, and that's rule number 2. Never let the truth get in the way of a good story. Gary Anderson down to 84. He is threatening a double break here. He could be about to run riot. Nathan is down to 102, but Anderson, he needs treble 17 to get him out of jail. He's tidied it up. 102 for Aspinall. You feel this has to go. Bullseye. Double 16. Brilliant. What a finish that is from Nathan Aspinall. He keeps this contest alive. I don't know why hitting treble one always makes me chuckle, Fez. Joe, you love that personal message from Raymond van Barneveld. That's one of my best things I've masterminded. Rob, I don't have it to hand. I will get it for the next Pro Tour stream we do and we'll play it out. Marvin, thank you very much for your super like, mate. Massively appreciate it. Thank you very much. Gary Anderson, 68. And it goes into, it's clean, it's clinical. Ron, I'm not confirming or denying anything. But I do like pineapples. Now, Aspinall's playing beautifully here, but the 109 average from Gary is outstanding. And we've said it time and time again, the more he plays, the better he gets. The Pro Tour, he was slow. 1-1, got into it. He was slow starting the week. He's got better and better as it's gone on. Ron, he would be in my Premier League 100%. But the Premier League, under its current form and its current guys, he would not play. Look, if it was one game a night, do I think Gary could be talked into one more Premier League? Quite possibly. Aspinall pins the 57 to cut the gap to 1. But he's still going to have to find something on these brilliant Anderson darts. Yeah, if it was one game a night, do I think he could be talked around? I think there's a chance, but not under its current format. PDC Europe should kidnap Hando, put him in the try. I'm up for that, Rob. How dominant do you believe Littler and Humphries will be at the World Cup? Look, they will go off big favourites, and rightfully so. But there are teams that can beat them. There's a chance here for Nathan. He's close enough to make this interesting, this leg. He's down to 1-2-1. He'll get an opportunity to break back. But Anderson is going to be low as well. He's on 76. I'm not talking about Flo Rider. 1-2-1 for the Asp. 11 and ball. Treble leaves double 14. Bullseye. It's a nice leave. He's laid up. He's just told Gary he can't get 76. When he might not. What a rescue that is. The first start was horrific. He's rescued the situation. The final is after this one, Marvin. Oh, and look at Aspinall's face. He knows what a rescue that is. He's just like, oh. He thought there was a chance there, and there was. I love Aspinall. His facial expressions. He wears his heart on his sleeve. You know what you are thinking. You're not a very good poker player, Asp. PDC don't want Alex in the Prem. Last one they need is him in a few sets. Load of pitch. Anderson is a couple of legs away. Aspinall is staying with him. Bullseye for Aspinall. He's missed it again. I had to say, Gary was teasing the 1-6-1. He leaves double 12 in case Aspinall misses. 9 for double 8. Will be the MO from Aspinall. There's the 9. And there's the double 8. This is a great game. The one that's enjoying this most is Ryan Joyce. He sat up backstage with his feet up as these two knock lumps out of each other. Incredible contest. Anderson's average is still just a tad under the 107. Aspinall still over the 100. Top quality contest. Anderson should start 19s. And does. 5 of them leave the big fish. Big fish left. So far, in 10 legs of darts, we've had 11 maximums. Aspinall's scoring has been superb. Oh, Anderson's missed the ball for the big fish. What's going on here? Anderson, 2 for tops. Tops is hit. Gary Anderson is 1 away from a place in the final. Nathan Aspinall is going to have to win 3 on the spin against a man averaging 107 over 11 legs. This is top quality tungsten. $140 ton for Anderson. He's asking questions of Aspinall. They can carry on all day long doing this. Remember, Ryan Joyce awaits in the final. Aspinall bangs in a max. He's not done yet. 12 maxes in this game and we're only in leg 11. 90 for the Asp to hold. He needs a recovery. I think he's gone for the ball first there. I'll confirm once the stream catches up. If he has, I question his board management. Gary Anderson needs a treble. He can't hit one either. So Aspinall looks on 90. He's gone the ball first. Not a fan of that at all. Double 16 to keep this contest alive, and we carry on going. Aspinall cuts the gap back to 1. I think Gando should bring back the mid-90s era. Oh, do you remember the hoop? So here we go. This is on the Anderson darts. It's all or nothing here for Nathan Aspinall. He has to break Gary Anderson. It's at the point of no return. Tonight is the best I've seen Nathan Aspinall in a long time. The Anderson hoop should be up there with the Jan Decker coat and the Wesley Harms fingerless gloves. I can get behind that. At the moment, Aspinall is keeping toe with Anderson. Treble 19 gets Anderson out of jail. Aspinall needs 2 trebles to get to a finish. It's not going to happen. So Gary Anderson has 6 darts to win it from here. 82 to leave 105. The setup wasn't brilliant from Gary. Aspinall needs, for me, 2 trebles here to apply pressure. Needs to find something big, and he can't do it. Only leaves 170. Gary Anderson 105 to win it. 25. It's not going to go. He leaves tops unless Nathan Aspinall is about to win Fishermania. It's on. Another. Oh my, Nathan Aspinall has just taken out 170 to break Gary Anderson, sat on tops. Oh my word. Oh my word. Wow. Wow, even Gary is smiling. Even Gary is smiling. Reel it in. And all of a sudden, Aspinall is a huge favourite. That 170 has completely changed the landscape. You didn't mention. Tully is not enough for Gary in this situation. Nathan Aspinall is on the verge of the final. Big last treble there. And Gary Anderson, race, looks, run. What a game this is. He'd like a treble. 120 is doable. Only a maximum hurts. Only a maximum hurts. He's played percentages. He's left to finish. But Nathan, over to you. Shanghai. He's going to get a match start. Tops. Ooh, made a mess of that. Oh no. Oh, I was about to say, Gary's not going to win it with a 164, is he? Now there's pressure on Aspinall. 3 double 16 for a place in the final. There's the 3. What a game of darts that is, gentlemen. Take a bow. That is an incredible game of darts. Completely changed by one of the best finishes you will see. That 170 was simply incredible. Aspinall jumps up and down. He is in the final. So we will have a new Euro Tour winner. Now, the difficult thing for Aspinall is he's got to come down from this massive high and get himself ready to go again. Look. Everyone was calling for this earlier. I didn't play it because the game was so good. That one's just for Jar. We have a final. It will be Ryan Joyce against Nathan Aspinall. Now, Jar. The worst part about it is I'm wearing a Gezi shirt right now. Oh my. Cool, lad. Wowzers. Who's in the final? Oh no, it's got the final coming next, Daniel. It will be Ryan Joyce against Nathan Aspinall. Katrina buzzing for the Asp. Look. He's won TV titles, but he wants one of these. That is ridiculous. We're going to have about probably 10 minutes or so until the final. So, I suppose I'll throw some shit darts. Let's see where we go. Let's have a look. What a game that was. Cheers, Thomas. Oh, on the 7th. I was just, what a shot. Incredible. I don't know what fails to impress me. I was. That one didn't come out of the hand well at all. So. What do you say in the chat room? Who do you think wins the final? The shout from the stop ball is incredible. Yeah, Joyce against the number 8 seed Nathan Aspinall. Go Joyce, go. Just tinkering with different grips here. Look, I'm not being horrible to Ryan Joyce here, but surely everyone wants Nathan Aspinall to win. Chuck them backwards. I've never mastered that art, Rob. We were so close to the MBG Anderson final. We were almost there. Stand a bit further back for me to. Yeah, I've never. the old Littler. Tomorrow I'm going to fix my hockey to the floor as well, so I know where to stand all the time, because so when this was going back, was it 2 years? Gob and I did the run-through game for the seniors setup. So when you're doing a TV production, you obviously have to set everything up, and me and Gob did the walk-ons, and then we played, and I was flicking flights, taking them slow out the board, you name it, I did everything. Be a career. So, look, since Dublin, Aspinall's played really well. So, score predictions for the final, everyone. Phil taking his darts out of the ball quicker than Wade. Phil, am I a golfer? I'm not, but I am going to have some golf lessons because I want to get into it. Because all my mates play. So, yeah, we saw the World Cup run earlier. I won golf club. All my mates play golf, so a couple of them are half decent as well. Gob is in. Good week, Gob. I know you've done a lot of games. Well done. All of a sudden, probably I'd said 23, Gob. That's being generous. No, can't play any instrument. Unless, does the triangle count as an instrument? fair, I've got. Let's have a chat with the MPG ones. They're a nice start, but they're certainly not as grippy as what you think. They look really grippy, but they're not. It's just Menzies. Let's try a Danny Noppert. Right, I don't mind these. These are the Danny Noppert ones are quite a nice start. Wide Sulovic. So Mental Sulovic is when he starts going like this, that was his trigger for his dilators. Aspinall going to win? I hope so. I hope so. You know, Professor, you're here. Yeah, back in the day, those boards, I agree. Not long. Let's see if we know who's won the ball yet. No winner of the ball yet. Got the crowd on their feet. Go for the champagne shot. I'll just make a mess of it. See? 82. Right, the last ad break is on. We have got 2 minutes, 50 seconds for the final. So, last score predictions in. Just think, all you Liverpool fans, when you win the Premier League, which you will, no issues with that at all, Darwin Núñez becomes a £90 million forward. I should really stop swapping darts all the time. I can find the fives really good. I'm good at the old fives. I'd pay 90p for Darwin to leave. Yeah, because of the add-ons in the deal, that winning the league was one of them. So when Liverpool are crowned champions, which they will, £90 million. Oh, 100. Who threw them? See, when we get them to come out of hand fine, it's alright. Joe Calamaro starts with a scallop. Yeah, look, I like a scallop, but I can't find one for my throw. Drum solo for In the Air Tonight. Ryan Joyce has won the ball. Not the kind of scup. I don't mind the scallop on the kind of scup dart. I just don't like the front end. Right, Mr. Brzezinski is on the stage. So, that's enough of me being shit. It's time for the final, and there we go. We are ready. The players are ready. Will Salah stay? I don't know. Oh, here we go. We've got. No, a positive one from Gazzy on Insta. Right, Ryan Joyce is on the way. Let's get ready. You're better than Anthony. So, here we go. Getting ready. World 26 against the World 12. Time for Mr. Brightside for one last time. Right, Aspinall is on the way. Let's do this, everyone. For one last time, it is time for the final. We are online darts. If you haven't yet, make sure you drop us a like and subscribe, please. It would be much appreciated. You know where that subscribe button is. Turn notifications on as well. Remember, it is first to 8 in the final. Is Ryan Joyce about to add his name to the list of honours, or is Nathan Aspinall? Either way, it's going to be a first time winner on the European Tour. Aspinall's route to the final. Ed has Watamina, Humphries and Anderson. And he kicks off with a max. Nathan Aspinall is in the mood for this final. But will he want it too much? That's the question. We saw what that semi-final win meant to him. It's an unbelievable resume to go through. .92 for Nathan for an early break of throw. Again, both of them in their first final, but Joyce has just banged in a maximum of his own. All of a sudden there is pressure from absolutely nowhere on this 92. He has completely turned it around in a blink of an eye. Aspinall pins it. First blood to the Asp in the final. Break of throw. Nathan Aspinall leads 1-0. Both averages exquisite after the first leg. And Ryan Joyce. It's been a great run from him. And he is on fire. He's got the Asp darts under all kind of pressure now. It has been a huge weekend for both, I agree, Chris. But I'm just worried that if Joyce wins and we don't get some kind of celebration, there's no good picture to celebrate the achievement and so on. Joyce leads 51 on for a potential 11 dart break back unless Aspinall can take out the Humphries. It's on. It's on. Oh, he's come inside double 12. Ryan Joyce, 51 to level up. It will be 19 for double 16. We know the MO. And it is 1-all. Good evening, Tony. Says, why no litter in this tournament, watching from Canada. He's just had the weekend off, mate. Just diary and calendar management. Stephen Bunting did the same as well. I hope so, Chris. I hope there'd be some sort of celebration. Why is double 17 so rare? Just the breakdown of it, Ruben. It's not left at the end of combination finishes too often unless you stray away. And just the breakdown is awful. The lesser spotted double 17. Who's going to win? I think it's in the balance. I really do. It could be a moment of magic or a mistake. Joyce just doing enough on his throw at the moment. Gets down to a finish. But Aspinall, what can he leave? Amazing. Amazing. We've got a German fan with a Paddy Power hat on and the old school Phil Taylor Blackpool sunglasses. Incredible. 129 now for Aspinall. 19's first. Again, that's why the treble's not always a good thing, but Aspinall does find 2 trebles, but again misses double 12. He's had darts for all 3 legs, Nathan Aspinall, but he could find himself 2-1 down. Missed from Joyce. That's the one weakness Ryan Joyce has got. The double 16, double 8 area, he is lethal. Doesn't miss. But tops and 10s, that MO, he is not the same. I think Ryan got massively disrespected. The world's majority of people saying Littler on 10 world titles. Maybe, but again, that goes down to character and profile, Chris, where if you've got a big profile, a big character, people would recognise that it was only 2 legs from beating Luke, but because he hasn't got that persona that character, the casuals, let's be brutally honest, the casual fan, which is the World Championship, hasn't got a clue who Ryan Joyce is. So all they've seen is Littler's won. It is 3 breaks of throw in a row. But Chris, like in any sport, and I don't like it by the way, the casuals become more and more important. Look at big boxing fights. They are dominated by the casuals because they get involved. That's why they are so big. Influencer boxing is so big because of the casuals. Unfortunately, that's the way sport's going. Aspinall, huge chance here for a 3-1 lead. Yeah, and look, Joyce might always be an under the radar player, but unfortunately, to be noticed in sport these days, not just darts, this is an all sport by the way. Take boxing. Terence Crawford is one of the best fighters in the world, but the casuals don't know him because he's under the radar. That's why he doesn't get paid the money he should do. And if you want to stand out, if you want to be noticed, you can't do under the radar. You have to put yourself out there. I disagree. Darts being popular only benefits the players' pockets. Look, does it help the players' pockets? Absolutely. But the profile of the sport goes through the roof by darts being popular. Darts only being liked by a very niche amount of people doesn't get it into the mainstream. Who's Terence Crawford? Exactly, Jar. Terence Crawford is one of the best fighters out there at welterweight. At 147, he's incredible. But because he's got no profile, no one knows who he is. I prefer the profile of the... Yeah, and Rob, you've summed it up there. And we're not saying these are bad players, but because they don't put their head above the sand and shout from the rooftops and so on, that's the thing. Nathan Aspinall has just missed a chance for 4-1. Will that come back and haunt him? Or maybe not. Joyce, it's a rare miss in that southwest region of the board. He doesn't miss there too often. Aspinall, double 4. Huge dart. Last dart in hand. Nathan Aspinall is halfway to his first European Tour title. Tom, Premier League returns on Thursday, mate. Chris, darts was booming, I agree, but Littler has sent it to another planet. The Worlds was always sold out, 100%. But since Littler's been here, ticket sales have increased by 40-45% across the board. The Premier League has never sold out all venues. Last year, the only venue not to sell out was Berlin. This year, every Premier League venue has sold out. They've never sold out the O2 until last year. So although darts was like this, Littler's made it go like that. Is this a website? If yes, our website is onlinedarts.com as well. The one that on here, I'm using something that I perhaps shouldn't be. But if you want to check the scores out, they're available. Let me send you the link if you want the scores. But yeah, our website is onlinedarts.com. Joyce looking to get one break back here. Double 16 is normally his friend. Last dart in hand, that's big from Joyce. Cuts the gap to 2. Player on the stage in black and red with a low top. It's not a good look. Oh, he who must not be named. To be fair, that zip's got lower and lower as the evening's gone on. Aspinall has a chance here. Needs a big score though. Again, chat room absolutely smashing it. You know where that subscribe button is and the like button. Brilliant max from Aspinall. This is my territory, be on your way, is the walk-on of a much disgraced former world champion. Who has a very famous internet clip asking who's in charge, me or the devil. He is still on the wall, you're right. Aspinall looking at double 16 for 5-2. This time last dart does not get him out of hand. 102 for Joyce. This would hurt Aspinall. Treble 19. Single 13, double 16. He's come inside. Aspinall breathes again for 5-2. Is that a turning point? Nathan Aspinall has missed 6 darts for 5-2. And Joyce is back within 1. To be fair, the Who's in Charge clip is incredible. Oh, teasing us, Asp. Teasing us. What? Yeah. Aspinall now looking at 85 for 5-3. You feel this leg is huge for Aspinall. Needs to keep Joyce at bay, and he's missed another 2. This 138 goes, and it's not going to. So now Joyce leaves tops. Aspinall has to hit. He's missed doubles the last 2 legs. Needs to get this one done. And does. Big dart there from Nathan Aspinall. Yeah, Humphries took it out to win the World Grand Prix jar. The best 138 I've ever seen. Yeah, Nathan did need that and needed it big time. Keeps Joyce at bay. Cheers, Fraser. Thank you very much, buddy. Massively appreciate it, mate. Aspinall just teasing the Joyce darts again here. I've always played from such a young age. Tops for Joyce. Treble 18. Not going to go. So Joyce to cut the gap again, and he does. Aspinall just looking to set this up. .56 for Aspinall when he returns. 16 and tops. And it goes, brilliant dart from the Asp. The Asp is 2 legs away. Nathan Aspinall fans, are you nervous yet? Are you nervous? A big visit here from the Asp. Been nervous since the start. Oh, Nathan. You know better than that. Leaving a bogey number. Kind of let Joyce off there. Not agreed, jar board management, but Joyce is not punished at all there. .108 for Asp to put him one away. Needs a treble. Can't find one. So Ryan Joyce is going to get the chance to cut the gap once more. Tops has not been his friend today, and it's not again. Nathan Aspinall for clear daylight, double 16. And Nathan Aspinall is one away. Nathan Aspinall, is this your moment? The Asp is edging closer. He's just giving it one more. Excuse me. He is moving in. He's edging closer. Nathan Aspinall. Been trying to hold that in. It was like, nah, it's coming out. .164 to win it in style. And he has 6. He doesn't need to take out the showbiz shot. He leaves 72. What pressure can Joyce apply? .72 for Aspinall. He's going to get 2 match darts. It is there. Nathan Aspinall has ended the wait for a Euro Tour title. The Asp has added it to the collection and he now has the hat-trick. Pro Tour, Euro Tour, TV title. Let's let the stream catch up because there is going to be one hell of a celebration here. He's on his knees. He has done it. Nathan Aspinall has completed the set. He has beaten Ryan Joyce. What a day for Nathan Aspinall. Congratulations to the Asp. He has done it at last. And he needed that as well. Look, he has been through hell and back. Injuries, dartitis, just loss of form, and now he is back in the winner's circle. Congratulations to Nathan Aspinall. What a performance, and it all goes back to that 170 finish to beat Gary Anderson. He was on the canvas and he found a way. Found a way like champions do. Congratulations to Nathan Aspinall. Everyone, thank you very much. What a weekend it has been here at Online Darts. Thank you very much for your continued support. For one last time, if you haven't yet, you know where the like and subscribe button is. The live lounge will return tomorrow night as we talk you through everything. But I've been Phil Bars. We have been Online Darts. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday evening and we'll see you all very, very soon.